I have a crazy headache right now, actually. Gosh. Good morning, everyone. Morning. I have a real crazy headache right now. God. Okay, let's get this day started. Good morning. Hi. Are you there? Good morning. So it is currently 3:18 a.m. I'm usually always out of bed by 3 a.m. The latest. This is usually the time that I get my day started. It is a weekday, so I'm going to be taking guys with me. I typically like to take my morning dose of Keppra between 3:30 to 4 a.m. That's usually the sweet spot for me. This is my morning dose of Keppra. It's 2,000 milligrams that I take every morning. And this is just the first dosage for the day. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy the face melter, so I'm gonna take this one this morning. This is usually my go-to actually, so I'm just gonna play it safe for today. Ta-da! Cheers! I got my medication right in my hand. Here's my juice shot. I want to cheers to a seizure-free morning and hopefully a seizure-free day. Let's get this day started. Ding! Ooh, yeah. It's definitely a face melter. Strong. I have a little bit left, so I'm just gonna chug this so we get this day rolling. Ooh. Ooh. This will definitely wake you up if you're feeling drowsy from your nighttime dosage from the night prior. Take a face melter. I promise you it'll wake you up. My lips feel tingly. It is currently 4:36 a.m. Coming out to like walk early in the mornings like this, when the air is like so crisp and cool and everything is like still so quiet and still, it really like helps set the tone for my day. This is the time of the day where I kind of just take to like not think about anything, just be present, breathe. Just breathe, really. Taking these walks also helps like my blood flow. Good way to get some like cardio in for me. And if there are mornings that I wake up very anxious, or maybe I haven't even slept the night before, it kind of helps ease some of the anxiety I may be having. This is my favorite part of the day, are these mornings. Katie and Cody, of course, love it too. They love being outside. So, because I took my Keppra from, it was between 3:30 and 4 a.m. this morning, I always go for a walk right after. And sorry if I'm out of breath, but we're going up a hill. Okay, we're taking a little mini break. I have like a hard time breathing, even when I'm just like walking around. So my thought process is that because I take my Keppra so early in the morning, it is a good idea for me to come out and take like a long morning walk out in like the cool, fresh air, because it'll kind of like wake me up. Because by the time I get to the park, that's when I'm starting to experience my side effect. My biggest side effect being, one of my biggest side effects being the drowsiness. So me coming out for these early morning walks with like fresh cold air, very crisp cold air, is kind of like a way to counterattack that side effect that I experience. So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest factors as to why I now wake up super early in the morning to walk my dogs. Because then by the time I get back home to kind of like start my day for work, I kind of don't feel as I kind of feel like I'm not as drowsy in the mornings as I would be if I just take my Keppra and then I start my day. I feel like the symptoms, they kind of hit me a lot harder if I don't get my blood flowing and get some type of exercise right after taking it.
Early morning walks is like a natural source of caffeine for me, if that makes sense. It gives me like a high, like similar to like a runner's high. It really sets the tone for my day.
We're back at home, guys, and it's a little bit after 7 a.m. I'm feeling good, a little bit drowsy. It's a little overwhelming today, but nothing too crazy. I don't start work until 8:30, so I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit. I'm not really hungry. I'm a little nauseous actually. So I'm gonna set a timer for 8:10 and then get up to log onto the laptop and start working for the day. What was I gonna do? This happens all the time, really. I'll be in the middle of a project and then my mind goes blank. This is insane. I was gonna do something. It seemed important too. It's coming back to me. I will remember. It'll come back to me. No. No. I just baked some salmon for breakfast, brunch, technically. Just gonna, oh, it's breaking. Do I want more? Doesn't even seem like a lot. I should just eat a little bit more. I was debating while I was working if I should get some salad. I have kimchi. I have seaweed. Maybe I'll eat it with some seaweed. I don't know. It's lunch. And this is gonna be my lunch for today. Sometimes I feel like I have to force myself to eat. You guys want some? You guys want to try?
At the age of 32, which is so young. But we don't
like
know
a
the
little
cause of death that her mother passed
roll.
away, but we know that her mom passed away at that age. Her father, being a street vendor, you know, basically just hustling out here trying to Gabrielle had plenty of jobs, and one of her other jobs was being a cabaret girl. So she would basically sing, and she usually made money for the day because while she was singing, it would pass on a plate.
I'm so nauseous. I feel like everything I'm eating is gonna like come back up any second now.
Discovered her name was Gabrielle, but she got the name Coco.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I decided to just take a break from work. It's like early afternoonish. So like just grab some coffee. Well, not coffee. I'm gonna grab like a matcha latte. Instead of having caffeine to see if that wakes me up. Because like right now I just like feel super groggy. And I have like a massive headache too. matcha. This coffee place is probably my favorite in Koreatown, but it only comes like in this one size. I've been trying to like switch over to matcha for a caffeine replacement. I don't know if it works for me, but I'm optimistic. It's so nice. It's like a beautiful California day. I still got it hot though, just because winter time, right? So I have been trying to cut off caffeine completely from my life. I read an article, and I read somewhere on the subreddit for epilepsy like a couple months ago that a lot of people, their seizures get triggered because of caffeine. And I was like so surprised when I read that. And so after I read that article, it really left an impression on me, because I drink a lot of like nitro cold brews, pour overs, stuff like that. And lately, with my hectic work and school schedule, I've been drinking Red Bulls, and that's something I never did, not even like in, I never even did that in college, to be quite honest. So, you know, so the article really left like an impression on me, and I just started to become more conscious of like my caffeine intake. Trust me, honestly, I wish I had gotten like a cold brew or like a pour over, like an espresso shot to like really wake me up. Like that sounds actually amazing, but I'm just trying to be like more proactive and cautious about my body and the interaction that anything that I put into my body would potentially have with my Keppra medication. Because although I have yet to experience that type of interaction, it is a pretty scary thing, and I would hate to put myself undeliberately in that situation. So lately I've been trying to find alternatives to coffee and caffeine, and one of the things that I have picked up is like matcha. And with that being said, I'm not a really big matcha person. I don't like the taste of matcha. It's not like, I know a lot of people love it and love matcha flavored things. I am not one of those people, but I know it is a good source of it is something that can, you know, boost someone's energy and give someone like a little pick-me-up. So I have still been going to coffee shops because I enjoy the experience of a coffee shop, but I have been getting matcha drinks instead. And you know, it's been a really interesting journey taking up matcha and like having it become part of like my daily diet. I do have a couple of matcha powders, like Japanese brands at home. I don't like them, and I'm pretty sure it's also because they're not I've been buying the unsweetened version, and those can be a lot more bitter in taste. I have, I don't know if this is a little bit like what's the point? I have been getting matcha like when I go out to the coffee shops, but like it's obviously the sweetened version that they use for their powder concentrate. So yeah, I mean, baby steps. I'm really trying, because that article and like other people's experiences that I read about was really like shocking to me, at least, because I was like, wow, I'm so surprised I haven't had a seizure because of the amount of caffeine that I intake, because I take a lot of it. I've also been cutting out sugar in small increments. I've never really been big on sugary things or like sweet things, so it's not too difficult, but there are a lot of like foods that are healthy, like a lot of fruits that have high sugar, so I've been like very cautious about that lately too. If you guys are in the LA area, you guys should really check out Six Coffee. It's such a cute little coffee shop. Everyone there is like super friendly, so nice. I've never had a bad experience with any of the baristas there. I still love the Starbucks employees at the Target downstairs in my building. I love them to death, but sometimes I just want to get out of my apartment, and like going downstairs to the Target is so easy. And that's also kind of like my comfort zone. So sometimes like that is what I call me getting out of my apartment sometimes, which could be considered like cheating. But yeah, if you guys live in the Koreatown area or live around this area, you guys should check this place out. It's super good. Their cold brews, top notch. I really do enjoy their pour overs too. So I wanted, oh, you know what? I kind of wanted to cheers to a seizure-free morning. That's a pretty big accomplishment for a lot of people, so I want to acknowledge that. And and let's hope to a seizure-free afternoon and a seizure-free day. I know a lot of people struggle with even getting through a day without a seizure, and wow, and it's intense. I've been in that phase with my epilepsy journey, so it's not a pleasant way to live your life, truly. So I wanted to cheers to that with you guys. I hope you guys are at home or at work or wherever you may be watching this, enjoying a cup of water, a cup of coffee, maybe if you guys are drinking coffee, or a cup of matcha like me. On to cheers. Ding, ding. My head is, God, it's pounding. I always get so worried on, it's like, I get really paranoid when I have this, when I start getting like this like throbbing like headache on the side of my head, because it's a very specific type of headache, and it's always right here, and it's like a sharp shooting pain, and it won't go away usually until like I have a seizure. And then I just started thinking like, oh my God, like how disoriented am I gonna come out of this one? Like, is my speech gonna get slurred? Like, or, you know, am I gonna have one alone? Like, hopefully, like I don't hurt myself. I've like split my head open on several occasions from seizures in my bathroom because it's like all tile. So I think about all the endless possibilities of how this could affect me. So yeah, I mean, it's not funny, but like I just have to laugh about it at this point because it's just such a fucked up like way to live. Like I don't wish this upon anybody, really. I don't. I think also it's like especially like frustrating and worrisome when you have gone without having a seizure for so long, like the possibility of having one and messing up that streak and then, you know, taking like 20 million steps backwards. It's like so discouraging, really. It sucks. So we're here at the Silver Lake Dog Park. This is where I also come to take my morning walks with Katie and Cody. But I like to come here with Kobe, my newest puppy. For him, of course, to get exercise since he's such a big dog. And I guess for myself, it's like people watching. I'm like awkward. I just sit here and watch Kobe do his thing. The awkward, well, I guess like the funny part is that Kobe is also very introverted, so he just like people watches with me. He doesn't really interact with the other dogs. Hoping one day he'll get more interactive with them, so I just keep bringing him here to get him more comfortable as he gets older. I put on my jacket because it's starting to get dark and it's getting colder. But yeah, the last couple of months I really have had to like push myself. Because some days like my Keppra, or when I have a seizure, it'll hit me really hard and it just like messes everything up. So sometimes when I'm not having like the greatest day on this medication, it doesn't help me, at least, staying inside, cooping myself up with my thoughts. It literally will drive me crazy and I'll just start going in circles and I just start like spiraling, really. So I really have had to put like a lot of effort into like pushing myself to get out of my apartment, because like I think my apartment has, hold on, Kobe, it's okay, it's okay.
Next to bug, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. But I think like my apartment has kind of like become like my safe space, and because I feel so safe there, I never want to leave, and that's like not healthy. So now that I have like 3 dogs, you know, Kobe has been a really big blessing, because since he's such a big dog, he requires like so much more attention and a lot of exercise, and I've been using that as like motivation and an excuse really to get myself out of my apartment when I'm not having like the greatest days, or I'm like really anxious, or I have like a depressive episode. So I don't know, and there's something about parks, honestly, that like I really like. I like so I like coming to parks. Where did Kobe go? Oh, are you hiding behind me? I typically won't take my medication for nighttime until 8 p.m. I haven't eaten anything. That's how most of my days go. I lose my appetite a lot, so I drink a lot of like protein shakes, protein smoothies to just get nutrients and have that kind of fill me up for the day. Sometimes I truly forget to eat, or sometimes I'll sit down to eat and everything will just seem very unappetizing for me, and I kind of just lose, like, I don't want to eat, so I just don't eat. I don't eat a lot. I get very specific with things that I want to eat sometimes. I don't know. I was getting headaches in the afternoon towards like the end of my work day, and I'm also very nauseous right now for some reason. That tends to happen a lot on my current dose of Keppra. I really love this flavor from Trader Joe's. I also like the peanut butter and almond flavored smoothie from Trader Joe's as well. They're really good. But I had that one yesterday, so I'm gonna switch it up and have this one for my dinner tonight. Oh, cheers. Towards the end of the day, I'm anxious and I'm frustrated. I want to do nothing but to just curl up in a ball in bed and just call it a day. But I can't. I have responsibilities and I have ambitions, just like any other 25-year-old. I want to be someone, and the only way I can be someone is to just fight through the headaches and the exhaustion, and the depression and anxiety, because then what will become of me? All right, it is 8:07 and I am about to take my break before the second half of my class starts, and it's time to take our nighttime dose of Keppra. Let's go. By the time I have to take my second and final dose of Keppra for the day, I can feel my body and my brain calling quits on me. My body's slowly starting to shut down on me, and I can do nothing but accept it. I can't push myself the way I used to, not unless I want to have another seizure. That's what I always have to tell myself when I want to keep pushing the boundaries. It doesn't work like that anymore. At the end of the day, I'm nauseous, my head is pounding, my chest hurts so badly. My anxiety is through the roof. My fingers, they feel numb. My head, it's pounding and pounding. It's throbbing. I'll cry, and I'll cry, and I'll cry. I'll even punch the air sometimes in the shower out of frustration, sadness, and disbelief that this is my reality. That the person I once was before Keppra, before any medication, before seizures, before brain issues, that person doesn't exist, and she might never exist again. And that's been something very hard for me to accept, because I need Keppra. I need you to live somewhat of a normal life. But I hate you. I hate what you've done to me.
Why am I watching this right now? It's like 2 a.m. My mind just won't shut up. Won't go to sleep.
My side effects over the last few months of increasing my dosage of Keppra, they've shifted. They've manifested into a different form of a monster, one that I wasn't sure I was quite expecting. I either get large waves of anxiety or deep, dark, depressive episodes, and they come with no warning. They don't give me time to prepare. It just smacks me in the face, squeezes my chest, leaving me grasping for air. And so I run. I go as far as I can to somewhere where I feel safe, where I feel like I could breathe again, in peace, alone. I'm not sure if this is going to pick up on camera or not, but right there, right along there, it's Mount Baldy, and there's snow at top. I'm not sure if it's really picking up on camera, but it's right there, it's peeking through. Once I find my sanctuary, it's as though my chest starts to open up, and I can finally breathe. It doesn't hurt. And I tell myself, I'm not gonna leave here, not until I shed every tear that I need to shed. and I won't leave until then. And I'll scream to the top of my lungs, I hate you, Keppra. I don't want to take you, but I need to. So please be gentle with me right now. I'm trying. Are you eating lettuce? I used to go hiking every weekend before the seizures, before this all got started. Every time I come back here, I feel connected to my old self. Maybe that's why I keep coming back, trying to pick up the pieces of the person who used to roam here. I don't want my medication, my neurological disorder, or my seizures to define me as a person, because there's so much more to me than just those 3 things. I think I've always been someone who has felt everything around me so deeply. And because of that, Keppra hasn't really done me many favors in terms of being more emotional than I already was. But it solidified one thing in my mind. It's because I feel things so deeply that I yearn to help others. And as long as I'm doing that in life, I don't know yet what exactly that entails, I'll be happy. And I'm getting there to happiness.